Alrighty guys, here we are back, April 22nd. Game of the day, this is part 2 as we look at roster card 2019, 1 year ago today. Minnesota Twins at Minute Maid Park taking on the Houston Astros. You can see the starting lineups there and everything. So there you go. Alright, so we're going to be using the card and dice and the sheets. So you can see kind of a, you're going to have a sheet, right? It's going to have all the pitchers for one team, all the batters on another team. What I like to do is just line up the pitchers sheet underneath. So for the Astros, it's going to be Brad Peacock, right? And so I can just line up this sheet right underneath this one, and I can keep Brad Peacock right up at the top. And then I will just take these sheets and replace them with the other team when it's every half inning. I also like to do is you can either highlight these. I just like to go through and just 1 to 9 them so I know the players I'm looking for when they're up at the bat. So we use two 10-sided dice. They're read as black than white. So this would be a 64, a 6-sided dice for different checks and modifiers and blah, blah, blah. And that's all you need, and you're ready to go. And so I wanted to get this all set up ahead of time. So it's Brad Peacock for the Astros, as you can see there, and against Jake Odorizzi. And let's play ball here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. And of course, I'll be keeping track in ball score here. And we're ready to go. So due up first is going to be Kepler, Max Kepler. And so Brad Peacock on a hit, 60 to 62, on a walk, 70 to 74, on a strikeout, 80 to 87. He is a +2 on home runs. And at Minute Maid Park, it's a +1 versus left-handers, +0 for right-handers. So lots of adjustments there, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So due up first is Max Kepler. Hey Tom Keeney, what's going on? Good to see you. This is we did the electronic Excel version of this. Now we're playing a game with the card and dice to show you guys how it plays. This is all you need. A couple dice. You got your sheets printed out. You're ready to go. There's a couple sheets that you need for base runner advancements and outs results. And that's pretty much it. You're ready to go. All right, here we go. So Max Kepler's up first. He rolls a 93, so we're going to go right to the defensive check. So 93 is going to be the first baseman, and that's going to be White. So we actually need the other sheets. And we look for the first baseman. That's Tyler White. And he is a 0. So 1 to 4 is an error check. 5 or 6 is going to be a range check. So that is going to be an error check. He's actually a 0. So the only way he can get an error is if you roll 1, then you roll it again. And on a 1 or 2, then he would have an error if he's a 0. So with a 0, it was a 4, so that's just going to be a good play out at first. So ground the ball down to first, and he'll take it unassisted to the bag. 1 up, 1 down, and that's going to be it. Polanco is up. Jorge Polanco, he's shortstop today for the Twins. That's a 79, so we're going to look at Brad Peacock. We're going to look at the walk rating. 70 to 74 is a walk. Everything else is an out. So there is like no out. You just can mark it as an out. If you want to know what the out is, I just roll a 10-sided dice. In this case, it's a fly out to right field. And we move on. 2 up, 2 down. And that brings up Nelson Cruz, the DH today. He rolls a 72. Now 72... for Brad Peacock is going to be a walk because he's a 70 to 74. That's a walk. So 1 man on is Cruz. Not much, no chance to steal actually. And that brings up Eddie Rosario for the Twins here in the top of the first, the left fielder. And that is a 0-2. Eddie Rosario. 0-0 to 10 is an extra base hit. So this is going to be an extra base hit. So to 52 is a home run, but again, you can adjust that. And the ratings are going to be off of Peacock, which adds 2. And he is a Rosario is a left-hander, so against left-handers you add 1. So he's going to actually add 3 to his result. So instead of a Eddie Rosario 1/52, it's a 1/55. It's gone. And this one is 0-0, which is actually 100. And that means Rosario. So it'd be 1/52 is a home run. 53 to 98 is a double. 99 or 100 is a triple. That is a triple. So Rosario gets it. Wraps it into the corner, and that is going to be a triple. And the Minnesota Twins take a 1-0 lead on the triple by Rosario. And due up is C.J. Cron, first baseman. He rolls a 48, and 48 will be an out. And again, doesn't matter, but we will roll it as that is a 0. That's going to be a pop-up to the first baseman. So pop up to first, and that's going to do it. But the triple by Rosario gives the Twins a 1-0 lead. Now what I do is I just take these sheets, and you know what? I'm just going to keep them right underneath. That'll work because we don't need those other sheets right now. But they're handy in case I do need them. So Odorizzi comes in. Odorizzi hits 60 to 65, walk 70 to 74, strikeout 80 to 89. Due up first is going to be George Springer, the center fielder today. George Springer. 37 on Springer is going to be a strikeout. One up, one down. That brings up Jose Altuve. You can hear trash cans banging in the background, I'm sure. Jose Altuve. 46, and that'll be a out. Again, doesn't really matter, but we will roll it. It's an 8, fly ball to center field. 2 up, 2 down for Alex Bregman, third baseman. Alex Bregman, 79. That's a walk rate on Odorizzi. 70-74 is a walk. 75 to 79 is an out. That'll be an out. And we'll roll the dice just to make things pretty. And that is going to be a ground out right in front of the plate. And Castillo comes out, throws to first in time. Side retired. And all we have to do is just take these sheets. You can move them to the bottom and move these to the top. And we have Brad Peacock against the Minnesota Twins. Marlon Gonzalez is up, the third baseman today. It's 1-0 going into the second inning. 93, we're going to look at the first baseman again, but we already looked at him. He's got an error of 0. 1 to 4 is an error check, so that is not going to be an error. So he'll make the play. 3 unassisted again. That brings up Jonathan Schoop. Schoop is up 50 on the dot for Schoop, and that will be an out. Again, we will just roll the dice to see what kind of out. It's ground out to the shortstop. 6-3 on the putout. And that brings up Jason Castro, actually the left-hander, the catcher today. And that is a 76, so we're going to look at the walk rating. Brad Peacock, 70-74, that's a 76, that will be an out. And the out will be a ground ball down to third. Bregman, turn, throw, and gets him. So we go to the bottom of the second, and it is still a 1-0 Minnesota Twins lead. 2 up is Michael Brantley, lefty, the left fielder, and that's foul back. Foul back to the screen there. We're going to try that again. Michael Brantley. 17 by Michael Brantley, and that is going to be a base hit back up the middle for Brantley, and that is a single. Michael Brantley. Not much of a threat to steal, to be honest. We could try, but not a great chance. Carlos Correa is up. 19 for Correa, and that is going to be a walk. So the first 2 men have reached here, and that's danger for Jake Odorizzi here and the Twins. That brings up Yuri Gurriel, the DH today. Yuri Gurriel, and let's see, 46. So that is an out. Now, it's important because we have runners on. There is a chart for outs. And the base runner advancement on charts with outs. So we have runners at second and third. So there is some charts here. I'm sorry, first and second. So we have runners at first and second here. And we'll roll. And the 10-sider gives us the row, and the 6-sider gives us the column of the results of what happened. And so that's a 2. So it's going to be a line out to the pitcher, and a 6. No, line out. And a 6 says shortstop, star, star. On line outs means a chance of doubling off the lead runner if you roll a 2 on a 10-sided dice. A runner on first and a liner to first, it's a 1 to 5 double play. So if you roll a 2 on a 10-sided dice, as that one is ripped and gripped to Polanco. Polanco throws to Shope at second. Brantley diving back, and he's back safe. So that is going to be a line out to the shortstop. So that's how that's done. And that brings up Josh Reddick. Trash cans banging in the background. 59, that's going to be a lefty-righty split. Reddick is a lefty. Jake Odorizzi is a right-hander, so that's going to be a base hit. Now there's a different chart. This one is the runner advancement chart on hits. That is a single with a runner at first and second. So we got to find out if Brantley is coming home on the single. And we'll roll. That is a 10. It's an infield hit. 0 and 1s are all infield hits. So no, just one base advance. So an infield hit by Josh Reddick is they knock it down in the infield but cannot make the throw. And it's going to be bases loaded here for the Astros. And still only one out. Still only one out. And defense will come in as White is up. Taylor White, the first baseman today. Philip Reynolds, I'll be having your birthday game today. Oh, all right. Tyler White, 84. We're going to be checking out the strikeout range from Odorizzi, 80 to 89. 84, that is a strikeout, so big strikeout there. Defense back in normal now for Robinson Chirinos, the catcher. Nowhere to put him. Bases are loaded. 32 is a strikeout. So Odorizzi comes back with back-to-back strikeouts, and that will retire the side. So we go to the top of the third inning. Still 1-0 here, Minnesota. And due up is Byron Buxton, the number 9 hitter, center fielder. 40 for Buxton. And that will be an out. Again, we don't really need to know, but it's a ground ball to short if anyone's scoring at home. So top of the order, Max Kepler's up, right fielder. 73, that's going to be walk range on Brad Peacock, and 70 to 74, and he walked him. So that is Kepler, and Kepler, not good chance to steal there. So that brings up Polanco, Jorge. 96, we're going to check the shortstop, and this is going to be an error check on the shortstop, so good thing I did keep these extra sheets here. Shortstop is Carlos Correa, and he is a 0 error, and that is a 1, so he will not make the error. And now we got to find out, there's a chart on your 93 to 96 range. So 96, it says double the first, double play, others advance. So that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Unbelievable. And that's going to do it for the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. And it's still 1-0 Minnesota. Jake Odorizzi back out to face off against George Springer, top of the lineup. 36 for Springer will be an out. And that is going to be a Line out to the second baseman. That brings up Altuve. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Don't rip up on his shirt because I don't want anybody to know I got a little buzzer on me. Bang, bang, bang. 52. That'll be an out. And that is going to be a 2 is a pop up to the catcher. Popped it up behind the plate. I guess he didn't get his buzzes quick enough. Alex Bregman. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 42 for Bregman. That will be an out. 40s are usually your outs for sure. And this one is a fly ball to left. Turbocharged Sports, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Corkrods, what's going on? Good to see you. So that's it for the bottom of the third. We are still 1-0 here at Minute Maid Park. We're switching our sheets, and we're ready to go. That's all we have to do. It's Nelson Cruz, wherever he is. Nelson Cruz, the DH. 82, that's going to be a strikeout checks. Brad Peakout, 80 to 87, and that will be a strikeout. And that brings up Rosario, Eddie Rosario. 97, so that's going to be the left fielder. That's Michael Brantley. We need to see what Michael Brantley's error rating is. Michael Brantley in left field is a 0, so that would be a good catch out there in left field. 2 up, 2 down, and that brings up CJ Cron. Cron 0-4, and that's going to be an extra base hit. That's a 51 plus the Astrodome of 1 takes him to a 52, and 53-54 from Peacock adds 2. 1 to 54, and this one is gone. 23-27, it doesn't really matter, as that is going to be gone. C.J. Cron, a 2-out home run for the Twins. They go up 2-0. And that brings up Gonzalez, Marwin Gonzalez. 82, strikeout chance, and that will be a strikeout. So Peacock comes back when strikes out. But the Twins pick up another run. They're up 2-0. On the trash can banners. Jake Odorizzi ran into trouble last inning but got out of it. And due up is Michael Brantley. Brantley 34 will be an out. Again, we don't need to know, but it's going to be a pop-up to the shortstop. So he's out. And it brings up Carlos Correa. Bang, 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 bang. 22 for Correa, and that's going to be a walk. So 1-out walk. Carlos Correa, no chance to steal. I mean, very little chance. That brings up Gurriel, the DH. 28 for Gurriel is a strikeout. 24-29 is a strikeout. Big strikeout there by Jake Odorizzi, and that brings up Josh Reddick with 2 outs. Josh Reddick. 0-2, and that's going to be extra bases. 39. 30. Let's see, hang on. It's Josh Reddick. He is a lefty. 39 plus 1 is 40, but you take away 13 from Jake Odorizzi. That's going to take him down to a 27 or less. It'll be gone. 17, that is gone, and we got a tie ball game on the home run by Josh Reddick, and it's a 2-2 all new ball game here. That brings up Tyler White, 33, and that will be a strikeout for White. 20, yes, strikes him out. But the Astros pick up 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors. We go, I'm sorry, 1 hit. 2 runs on 1 hit and no errors. We go to the top of the 5th. And Jonathan Schoop is up. 71. That's going to be a walk rate. Peacock. Ball. 4 on the outside corner, but didn't get the call. That brings up Shope, and he's not going to be going anywhere. That brings up Castro. Jason Castro. Sacrifices a 4. A little early to be thinking about sacrificing, so he'll give it a whirl. Castro. 6-6, and that would be an out. So with the runner at first, he rolled a 6-6. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Runner out is second on the fielder's choice. So 6-4 is the put out. So again, there's a little chart here. Anytime it's 60s, 70s, or 90s, you look at that chart. If it's lower than that, you look at a different chart. So Castro's down at first. Byron Buxton is up. Top of the 5th, 1 out. 14 for Buxton. 14, and that is going to be an extra base hit. 1 to 15 is an extra base hit. So 23, 24, let's see, is he a lefty? Cruz is a right-hander, so no bonus for the right-handers. So it's a 23 plus 2 for Peacock. Takes him to a 25 for Buxton. Let's see what he gets. Buxton, 30, and that's going to be base hit in the gap. And that's going to be a double. We got to find out what happens to the runner on first on the double, and that is Castro. First to home on a double. Let's see. Here we go. And that is a 2 and a 6. And that is all runners score on the double on a 6. So that's going to be a double plus, and the Twins come right back and take the lead on the double by Byron Buxton. And that brings up Max Kepler. 58, lefty-righty splits. He's a lefty. Brad Peacock is a righty. That's a base hit. Now we got to find out if the runner from second comes home on the base hit. Come back here, Dice. Come back here. All right, so second to home on a single. That is a 4 and a 3. Faster average runner, Buxton. Byron Buxton is fast! Explanation point. He will make it home on the single. And the Twins get their 2 runs back right now. In the top of the 5th, it's a 4-2 ball game. And due up is going to be Polanco. Where are you, Polanco? There you are. Polanco. Hey, how you doing there, Blitzzock 01? How you doing? Polanco. 16 for Polanco, and that's going to be a base hit. Now we got to see if Kepler goes first to third. 0. Nope, infield hit. So you'll only go 1 base on the hits. So it's a single. Runners are first and second. Still only 1 out. And they're hitting Peacock well here in the top of the 5th. And due up is Nelson Cruz, the DH. 49. That will be a strikeout, actually. So 2 outs now for Rosario. Eddie Rosario needs a base hit here. Get the runs. That is going to be a 25. And that will be a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts by Peacocks, but 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home here at Minute Maid Park. And Jake Odorizzi's back out on the mound to face off against Chirinos, the catcher. The number 9 hitter for the Astros. Bang, 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 bang. 77. That will not be a walk. That'll be an out. And it will be an out of fly out to center field. 1 up, 1 down. And back to the top of the lineup. That's Springer. 81. And that is a strikeout. Another strikeout, and that brings up Altuve. Bang, 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 bang. 48, Altuve, and he was distracted by all the banging, as that is an out. It's 1-2-3 inning for Odorizzi. That is going to be a pop out to 6, which is shortstop. Go to the top of the 6, cruising right through this, guys. You can see how fast roster card plays. Really good game. Not much to it, but there is a lot of strategy and a lot of things you can, we haven't done any sacrificing or stealing or anything. We're kind of keeping it just kind of normal right now because of the score, but CJ Cron is up. 53, that'll be an out. And that's going to be a ground ball down to first. 2 flips it to Peacock at first. 3-1 on the putout. Gonzalez, third baseman. 15, and that is base hit into right field for Gonzalez, and that's going to make Peacock tired. So looks like Peacock is coming out. And the Astros are going to go with Josh James. So now I've got to get a new guy out here. New pitcher, Josh James. The right-hander, Josh James, is coming in. All right, see how hard that was? I do have to do it over here, though. Josh James coming in. All right, we're in the top of the 6. 1 on, 1 out for Josh James. He is going to be... ×1 on the hit. I need to see what that means because I'm not 100% sure on the ×1 when you have it on the hit rating. If the hit rating is ×1, for example, then it wipes out any hit in the batter controlled area 1 to 59 with the second digit a 1. So no hits, again, if it ends, like if you roll 21, 31, 41, whatever. So, okay. All right, so Josh James is in. So just on 1s, he gets outs. All right. Jonathan Schoop is up against Josh James. We're in the top of the 6th inning here, cruising right through this. Only been live streaming for 20 minutes, so 62, and that is going to be, so I don't know. Because it's not a 1, is that a hit then? I think that's a hit then if it's not. Or does he not give up any hits plus that? I think... It's all a little confusing. I need to... All right. I guess... we'll give them outs with the runner at first, though. Let's see what the out is. That was a 62. Ground out to the catcher, fielder's choice. We'll call it a 2-4 put out. There we go. All right, so that brings up Castro. Miguel Castro. No, Jason Castro. Miguel Castro doesn't play for the Twins. 30, Castro, and that'll be a strikeout. And that's going to do it. We go to the bottom of the 6. Jake Odorizzi still going strong for the Twins. Well, no, I wouldn't say that, as he's almost out of strength, but he's trying to go through 6 here. Alex Bregman. 41 for Bregman is a out. And that's going to be a pop-up to the first baseman. Brings up Michael Brantley. 76 is no walk. That'll be an out. That's going to be a ground ball down to the first baseman. He will take it unassisted. Why not? That brings up Carlos Correa, the shortstop. 61, and that will be a base hit. So single by Correa with 2 outs, and that's they're gonna leave Odorizzi and try and get this last out. So all of his ratings go down by 1. So except for his hit goes up by 1. So it would be a hit on 60 to 66. His walk rating goes down to 73, and his strikeouts goes down to 89. So he wants to get Gurriel and get through 6 here. 21 against Gurriel, and that is going to be a single. So Correa's on first. And is he going to make it to third? Let's find out. That is an 8 and a 4, and he will advance. That goes to center fielder if he's got a weaker average arm. That's Buxton. In center field, Buxton, what's your arm rating? Byron, where are you? Strong arm. He will keep him at second. Whoa. So weaker average arm, but the strong arm, Buxton, keeps him at second. That could be huge. That could be huge. And that brings up Reddick now with 2 on. Does Odorizzi stay in? Of course, his ratings go down another 2 points now. With 2 outs, can he afford? Yes. Come on. 1 more out, Jake. 1 more out. Bang, 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 bang. Josh Reddick. 46 for Reddick, and that will be an out. And we can look at this chart now. That is an out with runners at first and second. Not that it matters because it's the last out. But it's a 4. It's ground out to second. 4-4 would have been double play. Unless the second baseman has a weak arm, but doesn't matter because it's going to be a 4-3 putout. And that's going to do it. Woo! Go to the top of the 7th. They took a chance there, and they got away with it. Top of the 7th is Josh James coming out to face off against Byron Buxton. 25 is a strikeout. Buxton. Kepler. Ooh, 0-8 for Kepler. Max Kepler, and that is hit well. Max Kepler, 53. Josh James is no adjustment, and Kepler is a lefty, so +1 for Minute Maid. So he's up to 54. 1 to 54. Kepler's got all of it, and it is 42. It is gone. Josh Kepler with the home run. And the Minnesota Twins are up 5-2. Bang, 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 bang. And that brings up Polanco. Yes, there he is. Jorge Polanco. 86. That would be a strikeout. Josh James, huge strikeout range. And that brings up Nelson Cruz. 42 for Cruz. Where is he? Nelson Cruz, hello. There you are. Not sure why I missed you there. Would you roll 42? That is a strikeout. Strikes out the side. All right, the Twins need to make some checks here. And it's going to be White up. He's a right-hander. And Chirinos is a right-hander. And Springer's a right-hander. So probably going to be bringing in a right-hander. And that right-hander is going to be Tyler Duffy. He's got some pretty good stats there, boys. He's got some pretty good stats. Tyler Duffy gives up a hit only on 60 and 61. He only walks on the 70 to 72. And he strikes him out on 80 to 89. And also 40 to 46 as well, because that carries over in the 40 range. So big strikeout range there for Tyler Duffy. And we are in the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time here, boys and girls, at Minute Maid Park. It is 5-2 is their score. And due up is Tyler White. 47 for White. That will be an out. That's a fly ball over to left field. That brings up Chirinos. Robinson, the catcher. 17, and that is going to be a walk. That brings up George Springer. George Springer, 62 is out. And 62, we look at the 62 chart. 62 says ground out the catcher, lead runner, and is out on a fielder's choice. So a 2, we'll call that 2-6. And that brings up Altuve. Altuve's up. Jose Altuve against Duffy. Altuve's a right-hander as well. 73, and that will be an out. As 73 is a ground ball to first. Second to first double play, others advance. First to home double play if the bases are loaded. So that would have been double play anyways. Ground ball to, what did I say it was? First, yep. That will be a 3-1, and Duffy covering. We go to the 8th. We go to the 8th. It is 5-2 is the score. And Josh James is tired, so James is coming out. And let's see, Harris, Presley, Rendon. Probably Presley or Harris, since they're both 8th-inning guys. Harris. It's going to be Will Harris coming in. Will Harris, right-hander. Coming in for the Astros. Although just about everyone they have is a right-hander. Alright, so it's the Astros down 5-2, Minnesota. And Minnesota's Rosario's up. Rosario's 63. We're going to check Harris's hit range, 62. It's out of range, so that'll be an out. Unfortunately, that is a pop-up to third base. One out. Brings up Cron, C.J. Cron. And that is going to be a 60. That'll be a base hit. 60 to 62 is singles. So that'll be a base hit. That brings up Marwin Gonzalez. Cron, no chance to steal. None at all. 61, and that's back-to-back singles with a runner at first. We got to find out. Oh, 61 with 61. That's a hit. So we go to the hit chart. 61, runner trying to go first to third. 0. Nope, it's going to be an infield hit. So runners at first and second for Jonathan Schoop. Come on, Schoop. 42, Schoop, and that'll be an out. This is going to be dangerous with runners at first and second. See what we roll on the out. 3. So it's ground ball to first, and we rolled a 6, which is going to be everyone advances. So it's going to be 3 unassisted. Everyone advances, though, so we got lucky there. That brings up Castro. Castro. Where are you? Jason. 8th hitter. He's a lefty. Will Harris is a righty. The 9th hitter is Buxton. Castro 232, Buxton 262. First base is open, but they're going to go after Castro, I think. Could be a mistake because he got the lefty-righty split, but Buxton's already had a pretty good day so far. Let's see what Castro's done so far. 2 ground outs and a strikeout. So, yeah, they'll go after Castro here. He's not one of their main starters. Castro only played in... it doesn't tell us how many games he played in. But Jason Castro's up. 37, and that was a good choice as that is a strikeout. So, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. And it is Tyler Duffy coming back out to face off against Bregman. Alex Bregman. What has Bregman done so far? Bregman is grounded the catcher, flew out to center, and popped up to first baseman. He's been all over the place. Bregman, 90. So that would be a wild pitch check if there was anybody on. Since there's nobody on, it's going to be a pop-up to the, we'll call that a pop-up to the catcher. There we go. All right, Brantley, 30, and 30 is a strikeout. 2 up, 2 down, and that brings up Correa. Bang, 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 bang. Uh-oh. 0-80. He's got a hold of this one. Damn. Carlos Correa. And this one is 66. Duffy's a -4. He's a 55. -4, 51. That's a 66. That's going to be a double. Off the wall. And that's going to make Duffy tired, unfortunately. And due up is Yuri Gurriel. He's a right-hander. So, Duffy is going to give way to May, I think. Let's see. Where's Mr. May? Trevor May. Yeah. It's going to be Trevor May coming in. May. Runner at second. Gurriel's at the plate. Yuri Gurriel, what have you done for us lately? Yeah, whatever. Lined out to short. Strikeout in a single. 1 for 3 is Gurriel. That's crazy. It's almost like he knew what pitch was coming somehow. Here it comes. Oh, no. 0-8. Damn. This could be trouble. Gurriel, where are you? Yep, extra base hit. He's a 42. Trevor May's a -7. -7 from 42. Takes him to what? 35? 1 to 35. 23. It is gone. And we got a 1-run game. Damn. It's almost like he knew what was coming. Josh Reddick. Right fielder. May. Come on, May. What are you doing? 36. Reddick. 36. And that will be an out. That's a ground ball down to third. Gonzalez, bare hand throw in time. We go to the 9th. 1-run game here. And Harris is tired, so he will be coming out. And I think it's going to be... it's going to be Hector Rendon's coming in. So Hector Rendon coming in for the Astros. Hector Rendon. He'll be facing off against Byron Buxton, number 9 hitter. Top of the 9th, 5-4 is your score. 76. It's not a walk. It'll be a out. Come here, Dice. So that says pop up to the catcher. I will call it a foul out to the catcher. Screw you. Kepler. Max Kepler, 59. That's a lefty-righty split. Kepler is a lefty. Rendon is a righty. That's going to be a base hit off the opposite field. And Polanco is up. Polanco, not great at sacrificing. Not great at sacrificing with 1 out. Polanco, 25, strikes him out. Brings up Nelson Cruz. What has Cruz done so far? 3 strikeouts and a walk for Cruz. How about you actually hit the ball this time, Nelson? 0-1. He's hit it. Oh, Nene. This is 61. Rendon is at 2. It'll actually take him up to a 63. And that'll be it. 1-63. And this one is gone. Yeah, it is hit well. It is going on into deep right field. And it is gone. And the 2 runs the Astros got in the bottom of the 8th, the Twins get in the top of the 9th. And that'll be it for Rendon as he's tired now. And they're going to bring in Ryan Presley, it looks like. Ryan Presley, as this is their 5th pitcher coming into this game. Ryan Presley will be up. Your turn to face off against this vaunted Twins lineup. Top of the 9th with 2 outs is Eddie Rosario. Uh-oh, 0-1. Rosario, he's got to hold that one. Eddie Rosario. And he's a 52. Presley's a -9. And Rosario is a lefty, so he gets a +1. So 52, 60. No, 52, 53 -9 takes him to a 44. 1-44. Rosario, 71, and that'll be a double in the gap. And the Astros can't get the last out here. CJ Cron is up. 45, well, that'll do it. 45 is an out. And does it really matter? We'll roll it anyways. 9, it's going to be a fly ball to right. Okay. And that's going to do it, but the 3 runs instead of 1 run is huge. And they're going to leave Trevor May in, at least until he lets a runner on. Then we'll have to rethink. But Trevor May against White. Who do they have on the bench? Mresnik, Kemp, Stastny, Diaz. May is a right-hander. So they only have 1 lefty, and that is Kemp. Kemp. Tony Kemp. All right, they're going to bring the lefty in, Tony Kemp, to pinch hit. So Tony Kemp is coming in to pinch hit here. In the bottom of the 9th, Tony Kemp, the lefty. 21. Uh-oh, that could be trouble. 21 is a strikeout. 1 out. That brings up Chirinos. Chirinos, the catcher. You can't pull him. Don't have much on the bench. You don't have any lefties left either. So they're going to have to leave Chirinos in there. 27, that's another low one, but that is another strikeout. So May trying to get through this here, and that brings up Springer. George Springer coming up. 292 hitter with 39 home runs. At least there's no one on base. May against Springer, 21. Springer, 21, will walk. And that brings up Jose Altuve, 298 hitter, with 31 home runs. And the runs in the top of the 9th could be huge. May trying to get out of this mess. 69. And that will be an out. It's Mayday! Mayday! Mayday has done it for the Twins. It's a Mayday. That's going to be a ground ball down the third. And Gonzalez picks it up, throws it to Cron, and they've done it. The Twins come into Houston and take this one by a final score of 7-4. 12 hits by Minnesota, 7 by Houston. The win goes to Jake Odorizzi, goes to 3-0. Brad Keacock takes the loss, drops to 1-1. Trevor Mayday with the save, and the MVP is Max Kepler from Minnesota. We can go ahead and finish the rest of today's action because we did our doubleheader. We did Texas and Oakland earlier, and the roster card Excel sheet. So if you want to see that, that'll be coming up. You can look at that. It was a 5-4 win for Oakland. The rest of today's action, Washington 8-7 over Colorado. Philadelphia 7-1 over the Mets. Pittsburgh crushes Arizona 6-1. St. Louis meets Milwaukee 6-5. In 15 innings, it was the Yankees over the Los Angeles Angels. Baltimore 7-3 over White Sox. As you saw here, Minnesota 7-4 over Houston. Minnesota improves to 13-7. Houston drops to 15-7. And our game we had earlier, as I mentioned on our live stream we did just before this one, it was the Oakland A's 5-4 over Texas with the roster card on Excel, helper file, doing it without dice and sheets, but doing it on the computer. And then last but not least, Kansas City 6-5 over Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay falls to 15-8 on the season. And let's check out where everything stands. So the Yankees take a 1.5 game lead over the Rays. 3 back is Boston. 3.5 is Toronto. Poor Baltimore. They're way back. Minnesota stays half a game ahead of Cleveland in the Central Division. In the West, it's Oakland half a game behind Houston now as Houston loses, Oakland wins. National League, it's the Nationals, 2.5 games up on the Phillies and the Mets. In the Central Division, it is just a log jam of everyone. 12-8, 12-8, 12-10, and 11-13. And Cincinnati's still working with only 3.5 back, so it's just a log jam there. And in the West, it is San Diego by 2 over Arizona and 2.5 in front of Los Angeles. Hope you all enjoyed our roster card look. We'll be bringing back roster card again throughout this season as we look back at the 2019 season. Game of the day. We actually had a doubleheader today for you guys, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Oh, Matt Wieters, what did you do, Matt? What did you do? Oh, you waited till the bottom of the ninth and St. Louis was batting, man on first and third, and we were trailing 5-3, and then Matt Wieters hits a game-winning 3-run home run. Oh, good job, Matt. Way to go. Way to go, Matty. You're the man. Alrighty, well, that's a look back at April 22nd, 1 year ago today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Your batting average is Bryce Harper, 414 for Philadelphia. Home runs, he's got the home run lead as well, and runs batted in. Bryce Harper having a monster year in Philadelphia. Monster year. What a great contract that was. Holy cow, what a great contract. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see. Madison Bumgarner, 1.13 ERA. Eric Lauder in San Diego, 1.44. In the American League, it's Whit Merrifield with a 423. Mookie Betts, 393. Home runs, it's Trout and Springer. And runs batted in, it's Aaron Judge over Chapman. Earned run average, it's Jake Odorizzi, which you just saw, 1.47. He's going Cy Young this year. Tyler Glasnow for Tampa Bay, 1.59. Strikeouts, Garrett Cole with 49. Verlander with 42. And Verlander with 5 wins ties Jose Barroas for Minnesota. There you go. That's your look back at 1 year ago today in Sports Sim Baseball. So thank you all for joining me. Clark Rotz, Blitzcock, Turbocharge, Philip Reynolds, Tampini. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, guys.